Good Thursday morning. I'm meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Here's your look outside with your Gwaltney Group camera from Signal Hill. We kick off this Thursday just a few minutes before 8 o'clock with a lot of gloom. More of the same. 19 degrees, though. You can't beat that for a temperature right now. That's not bad for morning standards. And there is some fog around, but visibility not too problematic. Now, you look west of the area, and there are some spots seeing the fog begin to creep in a little bit. You go to Algona, Iowa. There it is. A quarter mile, Fairmont, mile and a half, but locally in the heart of our area, visibility in most spots, 3-4 miles, if not better. Now, there may be some pockets of thicker fog at times between now and maybe 10 or 11 o'clock this morning for the heart of the morning hours, but for the most part, not as much fog as we've seen in some cases in recent days this week. Temperatures, though, are going to work their way up a little bit. We're going to have the south winds just kicking in a little bit, very light south breeze that's going to help us warm up a little more today than we did yesterday. We topped out at 20 degrees on Wednesday, high temperature of 20, and the temperature hasn't really changed since then, 19 right now, so it really hasn't moved since yesterday. Here we are an hour past sunrise, not even an hour actually, past sunrise here, and more of the same for us. But there are some changes on the way. We have clouds right now, and eventually there will be some snow. That comes in just after sunset tonight. But right now, 19 degrees in Rochester, Preston 20, it's 17 in Mason City, Winona 23. Right now the winds are pretty light, only 8 miles per hour. At times they've been calm altogether, but there's going to be more of a noticeable south breeze, 9-10 miles per hour at times today, keeping the wind chill in the teens for the most part. You can't complain about that for January. Keep in mind, a year ago today, I'm looking at my almanac from last year. On this date, last year, morning low of 29 below zero, the high. It was a record cold high for that date of 19 degrees below zero. That was the high temperature a year ago today here in Rochester. Right now, the wind chill 9 above, 8 in Mason City, 23 in Winona. The winds are very light. Some fog at first, winds out of the south, 10 miles per hour at times this afternoon, a high of 24. And again, we're looking at the possibility of that snow coming in after about 8 o'clock tonight. There's a couple of lines of snow developing in the Dakotas. The center of that system in Montana, that's headed our way. So there'll be snow tonight and for tomorrow. And then the weekend behind that system features some sunshine. Slow reemergence of the sun on Saturday, and then Sunday, wall-to-wall sun, it looks, at least for the majority of the time. And colder weather next week, but nothing dramatically colder, just back to reality. 19 right now in Rochester. It's 33 in Lincoln, 18 International Falls, Minot 22. Here's Futurecast watching that storm system approach. Dry through the day, and then we get to about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight, a couple of batches of light snow. During the overnight hours, less than ½ an inch of accumulation. And tomorrow, little batches of snow in the morning. They taper off early in the afternoon, and then by around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we start seeing the possibility of spots of freezing drizzle just in time for that evening commute tomorrow. So that is a possibility in the wake of that system. But not many of those. They're just not a widespread threat, but a couple of pesky patches of ice maybe behind the system. High pressure works to slowly scour out the clouds. It might be afternoon before we really see that on Saturday. What we're looking at in snow accumulation, really it's going after about 8 o'clock tonight. Less than ½ an inch tonight. Tomorrow, add a little more, as much as an inch overall between tonight and tomorrow. And then we'll dry things out for the rest of the weekend as we enjoy actually some sun and a nice little bump in temperatures. But today, 24 in Rochester, Austin 27. 25 in Charles City, 26 in Decorah. Some fog at times, light winds, 24 here in the Med City. 22 tonight, light winds, snow, less than ½ an inch of accumulation. And tomorrow, another ½ inch or maybe a little more in a few spots, but less than an inch overall between tonight and tomorrow. 31 the high, 7-day forecast looking at some sunshine over the weekend. Not a record, but way above average for Sunday, close to 40 for Groundhog Day. And then light snow Monday into Tuesday of next week as we go back to reality for a while in that first full week in February. In the meantime, have a great day, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.